take us all back to the closing ceremony once more.
You just cried when the flame went out.
The flame has gone out, and then the programme comes to an end, and there's a little glimmer of hope, because there's a trail for a new BBC drama. And there is Sean Bean in a dress. Now, it's a brand new drama called The Accused by Jimmy McGovern. It starts tonight. This is quite a departure, isn't it, this role for you?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's quite a big departure, actually. I suppose people used to see me as a bit kind of villain, psychotic, psychopath character, and it was something very different, and it was a challenge. It was a piece of work that I thought was controversial and provocative, and that's the sort of thing that excites me.
Were you? I mean, you say you were excited there. Were you surprised that they'd asked you, and did it take a lot of time to actually reply and say yes, I want to do it?
Not really, no. You know, I was asked about it, and at first I was, you know, I was quite surprised, you know, because I've never been asked to do anything like this before. No. And
just to put it into perspective, the role is a transvestite, isn't it?
This a gay transvestite man, yeah, and you know, obviously, so that it was a big departure, as you can imagine. You know? It's a different role, and it was, but it's just, you know, I got it, and it was by Jimmy McGovern, who's a writer, who's an extremely talented writer, who's got a fantastic track record with The Street and Accused, and a wonderful script, is fantastic dialogue, and I just knew as soon as I saw that, and I thought, well, look, this is something I've not done before. This is something you know, I can really kind of step out of my comfort zone here. And then I found out Stephen Graham was in it, who I've always admired. I think he's a terrific actor. Yeah. And he was my partner in it, and we kind of went on from there, and then the preparation began, and that's when I started panicking.
No need at all. Yeah. It's an hour of top-notch quality drama, isn't it? We saw it earlier. Here's a clip from tonight's episode.
You look good.
You get nothing here tonight, darling. Glass of wine and that's it.
I'm just saying you look good, that's all.
Thank you.
I'll make it up to you. A weekend away somewhere. Just the two of us. Where'd you fancy?
The Lake District.
All right. As soon as you can, I'll sort it. Promise.
There you go, yeah. But it's 9 o'clock tonight, and you said there, it's 9 o'clock tonight, you said just before we went into that clip that, you know, when the preparation began was the moment that you kind of had that little bit of a reality check. How did you start, and what did you do?
You know, after having read the script, I thought, well, how am I going to approach this? And that was in a physical sense, but also the psychological aspect and the emotional approach that I wanted to bring to it. And it kind of like started from scratch. So I did research. I watched, I read up. I watched programmes, and I talked. I went to Canal Street in Manchester. I met a few people up there, some gay guys, and talked about, you know, what it felt like, what reactions do you get, and just tried to immerse myself in what it was all about. You know, I mean, the physical side was wearing the stilettos, you know, which was difficult, you know, at first.
Well, isn't it high maintenance being a girl?
Yeah, it is. There's certainly a lot to do, isn't there? You know.
There is a lot to do. Did you do the waxing and all the rest of it?
Yeah, I did a full body wax. Well, almost. You know, they didn't do me cob.
I guess it has it, and it's changed your perspective then of
yeah, it certainly has. I mean, it is. I mean, it's a story. It's quite a dark story. It's about someone who I play a school teacher who's a disaffected. You know, he's a humdrum kind of, an ordinary guy, a very lonely guy. And his alter ego is Tracy, who's very loud, very colourful, loves life. And it's about someone just trying to find his own identity. And then you have Stephen Graham's character, who plays Tony, who's married, but not quite sure what he wants, where he wants to be, what his life wants to be, and the two of them meet together, and it's a really beautiful love story.
It's a dark love story, isn't it?
It's very poignant. Yeah, it has humour, but it also has, you know, you know, it makes you ask questions. It is controversial, and it deals with intolerance, and it deals with aggression and
yeah, well, it is on at 9 p.m. tonight, as we said. Another famous role that you played was Mella, Lady Chapley's lover, on the gardening front, and we wondered if John Humphreys likes to garden in the same manner.